Hey, I'm Tom.
And I'm Tanner.
Welcome to Friday night. We finally got a coach episode.
Well, here we are. We didn't even speak of this. He was on my list. I just combed right over him. Nick Sirianni, the new head coach of the Philadelphia Eagles. Like I said, I didn't even give him the light of day on Wednesday's episode. If you guys watched that,
We didn't even have him in the
in
the running.
By the time the
Dark
video was
horse.
posted and about Wednesday night, early Thursday, kind of gained speed. I heard really good things, but I still was like, I don't see it happening.
Came out of nowhere.
But then Thursday at 2 o'clock, yesterday at 2 o'clock, it was called, and I don't know.
Him and his family were down in Fort Lauderdale on vacation, and he rolled over and got an interview.
Yeah, I mean,
Crazy.
when it comes to coaching, I don't know what to really tell you. I'm nor excited nor mad about it. I think there's a couple interesting pieces that come with him being hired that intrigue me. I mean, obviously the first one that really speaks to me is the Eagles organization not admitting that Frank Wright did a lot more than a lot of people want to say in the Super Bowl season, but kind of saying like, hey, we are going to get your offensive coordinator, a guy that you picked right off the bat moving to Indy, to now try and fix Carson. It's pretty obvious that that's the mission, you would say.
I saw today some guy posted that, so you got Wentz with all this anxiety, and you bring in a guy named Nick to fix him. How crazy is that? But I'm at the point. Let's roll with it. Let's go. Bring in some new juice. I'm really interested to see what his staff is going to be.
Yes, that is undetermined so far.
That is what I'm still waiting to see. Like, who's going to run the defense?
Yep.
Who's going to be, his OC if he's going to have one? I mean, I'm just ready to let's get it going. It wasn't our guy, but let's go. I mean, Jeffrey Lurie kind of has a track record of loving the guys who wear visors, so let's go with the visor.
Like I said, I'm intrigued. I really don't. Like I said, I combed over him. I really don't know anything about the guy. I mean, I've seen a little bit. He hasn't called plays in Indy, but kind of did what Frank did here in Philly. He kind of laid him out, set him together to put a drive together. But like I said, it's very obvious that it's fix Carson, and they're truly trying, at least to me, and I think most people think, it's a fix Carson and try and get this back on track and see what happens.
Let's go.
But now the predicament is, what do you do about Jalen Hurts? Because you feel like he can't be on the team, but I don't see them moving on.
I still have a feeling like draft day, there's going to be something.
Maybe.
Something's going to go down on draft day. I don't know what, but I kind of have a feeling like they've made their bed now with Wentz. I feel that. I could be totally
they
wrong,
100% have now.
But I feel like this whole hire was just about who can we get, who's got a game plan to fix the guy we owe a lot of money to.
And that's the thing. And like we've been saying all year, we're still backing Wentz. We still want Wentz to be our guy. But with this hire, and if that's what the hire is, it needs to work.
Yeah,
because if this goes 2 more years of struggle, even 1 more year of struggle, it's yet another setback from where we were, 3 years ago today.
I said the other day, I believe, or a week ago, that once we get this coach in place, the target shifts then to Wentz. I mean, a big bullseye on his back.
For sure. If you think he's been playing with a lot of pressure last year and the year before that, it's going to be even more next year. And we'll have to see how he responds. We can only hope that he bounces back, but we'll have to see.
I mean, the running back from Baltimore, Indy came out and said, great hire. You guys are going to like him. I mean, I think he was on with Ike and those guys today and was like, you're gonna run the ball.
Hey, run the ball. Hey, if
Something
that's
that
what
we're not used to.
if that's what's gonna happen, hey, I'm on board.
Yeah.
He's got my approval. If we're gonna run the ball and use Miles Sanders, like we said on Thursday, he could easily have been a 1,000-yard rusher the last 2 years. If we're gonna use him and use that strength to maybe ease up on Carson a little bit, get that play action to work, stuff like that, you can do a lot of simple stuff with that. With this being said, we have to get into a little bit about Deuce. And
yeah,
Deuce, I love Deuce. And I think even though I wasn't on board with really giving him the head coaching job, but by Wednesday I kind of was. I was turned around.
talking myself into
I
it,
was getting
man.
to the point that said, hey, let's give the guy the shot. This is my thing. A lot of people are saying he should leave. This organization doesn't treat him right. And yes, I know, I agree that he probably should have got the job. But at the same time, when has he gotten an interview anywhere else?
Yeah.
Or, like, that's where I am like, well, there's obviously something there that Deuce isn't getting a job, because maybe he isn't as far along as some of us may think.
We don't know. We're not in the
No, we don't.
back room with those guys. Who knows what's going on? I know he's cashing a paycheck, though.
Yes,
he's still
this is the
getting
thing.
compensated.
What stupid title are they gonna make for him now?
Yeah,
Assistant to assistant, or something like
Yeah.
something that they did originally with Doug. And I mean, if you want to make him the OC, make him the OC. Because
I saw today the Bears have reached out.
yes,
to
I
him.
saw Matt Nagy actually wanted to maybe make him an OC or something, which is very interesting. If he gets that job, good for him.
Yeah.
That's a huge step up for him. But I just thought that was something we had to talk about, because for the longest time, Deuce was like, he was there, but he wasn't getting any love, even from the Eagles, really, in the news about getting this job.
All I can say is I really feel like this Sirianni must have just come in and blown them away.
I mean, Frank Wright must have said, here's what you got to say about Carson, and they're going to be
gave
like,
him
holy crap.
They gave him the answers to the test, and he walked in and just had the answers. This is what I'm going to do with Carson. This is how I'm going to get him back on track. Whatever. I got a plan.
And this is the thing. Like I said, I'm not going to read too into it. I'm not going to go one side. I'm not going to go the other side, because the same, you don't know with coaches. Chip, everyone was like, yeah, this is going to be it. Obviously, that didn't work out. Everyone said with Doug, it's terrible. Obviously, we won a Super Bowl. So you just got to see how it works out. Once again, I still don't have extreme hopes for next season. It's going to be growing pains again.
I don't think we're that far off, though, with being competitive.
Well, competitive, yes, because we are going to have a last place schedule because of finishing in last place.
Yeah.
So there are going to be definitely winnable games, and I don't think the division's going to get any more crazy. With Dak comes back, that adds a little bit to the picture. But the rest of the division still doesn't scare me that much.
No.
But obviously, we are still very far before there's football games played.
Yeah,
and
true.
I
just like the whole you getting some new juice, man.
It's something different. It's someone new. It's something different. I know it's not the flashy name that people like.
Guy seems like a rah-rah.
Yeah, the guy
in your
seems.
face,
I've seen stuff. I've seen them mic'd up. I bet
Who knows?
most of you probably have. I think give the guy a shot. You never know. It's early. But here, we said on Wednesday, hopefully we can make this video, or before next week's, we could know who the coach is, and there it is. Nick Sirianni is the head coach of the Philadelphia Eagles, and we'll see what happens from there. So, as always, guys, thank you for watching. On Wednesday, we'll get into the draft, where you can finally start getting into the draft and get excited about that in a couple months. But like I said, as always, guys, thank you guys for watching. Like, comment, subscribe. Fly, Eagles, fly.
Go Birds.